Hey guys, it's the Big Critic. Today on my table is the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I always use an Android phone along with my iPhone, which is my daily driver. I bought the S21 Ultra around 3 months ago because of its crazy camera specs. So why am I giving it back? Let's see it before you spend it. The S21 Ultra in this Phantom Black 256GB 12GB RAM variant retails for around 1,05,000 in India. There are a lot of cashbacks, so your net price is much lower than the MRP for the phone. Check your nearest retailer for the latest deals. After mocking Apple last year for removing their chargers in their boxes, Samsung went ahead and did the same with this phone. You only get the phone and the charging cable with this box. Let's have a quick look at the specs of this Indian variant. With that out of the way, let's have a close look at the device. Straight up front you have the 6.8-inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display. With the tall and narrow aspect ratio, this is a really well built phone and feels really good in the hand. The left side of the phone is completely flush with no buttons. The right side has the volume rockers and the on-off button. On the top we have a secondary microphone. On the bottom we have a SIM card tray, your USB-C port, and your speaker, which doubles up with the earpiece for a dual speaker system. Towards the back, the top we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, followed by the 108 megapixel wide camera, which is your main lens, and your telephoto lenses, which are both 10 megapixel. The lower one is a periscope lens extending inside the entire camera shell. The phone is very fluid on a day-to-day basis with very little lags on this new Samsung One UI 3.0. Let me show you the real trick behind the smoothness. This phone has an adaptive refresh rate of 120Hz, which makes the scrolling really smooth. Fun fact, the iPad Pro 2018 got this for the first time in a consumer touchscreen device. This adaptive refresh rate can go up to as high as 120Hz or as low as even 10Hz depending on what you're scrolling on the screen. This eventually results in lesser stutters and more buttery smooth scrolling. Depending on how Samsung optimizes their software for this technology, it would eventually result in better battery life as well. Let's have a quick sound check of both the dual speakers.
Marlo, your work to do. You gonna do good video work today? You gonna do good video work today? Good boy.
The speakers are tuned really well and get really loud with very little or no distortion. Let's have a look at the third and the last feature actually that I love about this phone, which is the camera. This is the stock Samsung camera app. You can toggle from an ultra wide all the way up to a crazy 100x zoom in this phone. Let's see samples. All the images clicked here are from the stock Samsung camera app with no color correction and no filters. With the periscope zoom lens, the phone does retain a lot of quality at 10x and 30x zoom. It's only at 100x when things go wild. I used the basic night mode on the stock Samsung camera app without a tripod for all these pictures. Again, these are without any color filters or color correction. With the basic camera test, you can make out that the phone has a really solid camera, but this phone has a major flaw, which is the Samsung Exynos 2100, which is used in the Indian variant, versus the Snapdragon 888, which is there in the US variants. The Exynos is known for its heating issues. The phone heats up in the part next to the camera and right in the center even after basic use. It causes a higher battery drain as well. Also, you don't get the superior image processing and GPU performance that the Snapdragon variants get. Even though this phone has a 5000 mAh battery, but because this is an Exynos variant, the battery life is just about okay. It'll last you a full day surely, but if you have to do some heavy use, be prepared to charge it in the middle of the day and top it up. So there you have it. Samsung is notorious for marketing its phones globally but selling different variants in different markets. Having a different processor changes the entire experience and the longevity of your phone. The marketing ads, the marketing material for the phone globally is identical, but nowhere do they highlight the differences between both the processors. Don't get me wrong, I love the adaptive refresh rate which the iPhone doesn't have. I love the flexibility and versatility of the camera, but the difference in the processors is just not done. This is exactly why I decided to return my phone for something else. Stay tuned to find out what I'm going to buy by giving up this phone. If you liked what you saw, like and share this video with your family and subscribe to The Big Critic for more so you can see it before you spend it. Bye.